It is only every once in a while that you are blessed with something so visually impressive that you have to sit there, pick your jaw up off the floor, stand up, and applaud. And that's this jacket. Now, it says I'm tired on it, which, first of all, is usually true, I think. And then it's got this cute little dude here. He's got mad style, you know? Right? And that's there. And then watch this. You turn around. And I don't know how well you can see it, right? But it says, "But I'm here." And it's got the same little guy on it. So, I mean, I don't even remember where I got this hoodie. It's just a beacon. Oh, the goal. Right, the goal. One of the greatest goals ever scored. And we've debated it on stream. We spent a lot of time on stream debating whether it was intentional or not. And in the end, you are going to have to be the judge on whether this was intentional. I happen to be in the camp that believes that it was. But I'm going to explain to you why, right? I have logic. I have reasons. But either way, it is a spectacular goal to witness. And so we will witness it here, just in case you haven't seen it. Now, I'm warning you, the first time you watch this, you're not going to have any idea what the hell you just watched. Ball in, goal. Okay, now, at first glance, it seems completely unnecessary, incredibly stupid, and borderline accidental. Right? Why is she running towards a ball forward and then all of a sudden does a backwards corkscrew and then the ball ends up in the back of the net? And what exactly happened here? Well, this was in the Women's League in Mexico, which the Mexican Men's League is very good. The Mexican Women's League is actually a little better. Jenny Hermoso, the player for the Spanish national team, is the woman that actually put the cross in. So this is a very high-level league in the Mexican Women's League. And the person that scored it is Jacqueline Ovalle. Now, Jacqueline Ovalle is very cool for a couple of reasons. One of those reasons is her nickname is La Maga, which translates to the magician, not anything else that you happen to think of when that came up. Just the magician. She earned the nickname because of her bold style of play and her skill on the left wing. Thank you, Google AI. I think I can take it from here. And that is the first crumb of evidence that this goal was scored intentionally. But what you really need to see in order to appreciate this goal, and I'm going to cue it up for you, is basically every replay of the goal. So here's your second look. Ball's in, and she flicks it up over the goalkeeper. But honestly, still at this perspective, I'm thinking that this is an attempted assist gone awry. Because if you run this back, you realize that when the ball's coming in, this defensive line could be described as shambolic. But you realize she's got multiple teammates that are in this area, and maybe she's trying to find some creative way to knock the ball down for her teammates, and then it just kind of comes off at the wrong angle and ends up lobbing into the back of the net. That is a totally understandable thought process. Watching this and watching this angle, that's kind of what I thought was happening. But then we take it to the next angle, and this is where I think I'm going to be able to change your mind if you believe for some reason that this is not an intentional goal. Also, if you aren't quite understanding exactly what was done here in order to score this goal, this is the angle that will change your mind. So I'll let you enjoy it in all of its beauty. Get my mug out of the way. Now, I am actually very much confused as to why she went for this. It is so unbelievably unnecessary to attempt to score the goal this way. I think 99 forwards out of 100, and probably more than that, would be running towards a ball like this and would either attempt a glancing header towards the back post, try to drill a header to the near post, or maybe if the ball's coming in a little low as it is, try to stab it home with a foot up in the air. Right? This is right in that tweener area that does cause problems. Right? Tweener areas cause problems for goalkeepers. They cause problems for forwards when you're not quite sure whether to use your hand or your foot as a goalkeeper, when you're not quite sure whether to head or try to kick it as a forward. This is where we see Erling Haaland display his unbelievable penchant for being able to stick his foot into the sky and knock the ball down into the back of the net. And I don't like Erling Haaland just doesn't use his head unless he absolutely has to, because he's got a gymnast's ability to get his foot up into the air. Well, this ball's right in that area. You see where it's coming in. You could kick it. You could head it. But she's running up to this totally square with the ball, and turns around. At this point, even, you're sitting here and you're thinking she's about to uncork a right-footed volley. She's planting. She's going to shift that weight to her left foot and just try and rip this ball on target. You know, a little running shot, hit it as hard as you can, hope you catch the goalkeeper in a bad position. But to be honest, the goalkeeper's in a pretty good position right here. Trying to take away the near post, not giving up too much to the far post. I mean, maybe a little half step to the goalkeeper's left. But this is, fairly well covered by the goalkeeper. They're not giving up any obvious chances. But there is a reason that flair is so valuable. Because especially in the modern game, people are trained to do things a certain way. From the defender, who is staying on the hip and doing whatever, right? Like to the goalkeeper that is getting in a certain position. Because flair delivers the unexpected. I mean, obviously, you knew that. You didn't need me to tell you that. It delivers the unexpected. So the only logical explanation I have for why she has decided to attempt this play backwards is that nobody sees it coming, right? It's the same reason that Antony's whirling dervish routine actually worked before he got to Manchester United every once in a while, because you're providing something unexpected, right? Brahim Diaz kind of half falling down, throwing off a defender to score a goal in the Champions League, right? It's unexpected. It's a little off the beaten path. Nobody is ready for this, nor should they be, honestly, but nobody is ready for this. They're not looking for it. They're not ready for it. Catches them completely by surprise, and they're freaking screwed. And so she approaches this ball, comes in backwards, and flicks her heel onto it. And I'm assuming yells at the same time. Now, here is what makes me believe, right, that this was on purpose, that she actually was attempting to score this. Is because we have an angle directly behind where the ball ends up going. Essentially what she does is she keeps the power and changes the direction of the ball enough that she lifts it over the defender and the goalkeeper into the far post. And it is perfectly placed, by the way. This is spectacularly placed. Look at where she looks once she plays this ball. I paused at the wrong time, but look at where she looks. She looks directly where this ball is going, where it ends up. Now, I'm going to level with you. As a human being, right? It's so easy to watch these highlights, and we're so used to seeing people do amazing things, right? That you can kind of critique what's happening in the margins here. But just imagine physically you are attempting to jump backwards and heel flick this ball, whether you're trying to pass it or anything else. One, I'd probably miss it. So would you. It's very hard to even make contact with the ball traveling at speed. Like the timing, the coordination to be able to make contact with this ball at all is ridiculous. But also, if I made contact with it, I would have no idea where it went. This would be a classic situation where you make contact with the ball and then you just, you have no idea where it's going. She knows exactly where it's going. She looks to we see the back of her head instantly. Right where the ball was, that's exactly where she was looking. Now, if she was passing this ball, then you would expect her to look towards her teammates that she's attempting to pass the ball to. That's not where she looks. Now, it is possible that she has an incredibly good sense of feeling for where the ball is going to come off her foot, some sort of sixth sense, where even though she was trying to make the pass, it came off her foot, the freaking studs of her boot here. And she just happened to know exactly what direction it was heading in. She isn't searching for it at all, though. She just sniped this particular direction, and that's exactly where the ball ended up going. So I, maybe the sap that I am, believe that this is a genuine goal, that she was actually trying to score this goal with one of the most creative, absurd shot attempts I've ever seen. And it could not have been placed much better than this. Here is another truly exceptional angle, maybe my favorite, that shows you just how ridiculous it is. Look at the contact, the speed that this ball comes off her foot. Look at this. Look at the speed that ball explodes off her foot and then over into the net. I mean, just perfectly placed. There's nothing the goalkeeper can do about that, and you can't blame the goalkeeper for that. Because what the hell is this? This is like the first time somebody went into battle and the other army brought a gun, and you're just sitting there going, well, it's not our fault. We weren't ready for that. We didn't know that was possible. Right? And that's exactly, like if you were on defense here, the line was terrible. If they had a cleaner line, she wouldn't have had a chance to do this. You just hold your hands up and go, okay. I mean, this was a 0-0 match in the 75th minute. 0-0. And she's pulling this out. Lamaga, my new favorite women's player. Seriously. I mean, because this has to win the Puskas. Right? If you look at this and you go, oh, she like actually meant that. Or at least it looks like she actually meant to do that. Where she's looking and the way she's moving. Right? It looked like she actually meant to do that. What goal is going to be better than this? I mean, how many times do you see a goal and you go, genuinely, I have never seen anything that kind of looked like that before? It might have happened in football history. You might know of it. But I cannot recall a single incident in football history that looked like this. Not one. It's that unbelievable. It's that unique. It's that creative. It's that absurd. It's that borderline unnecessary, except the fact that it worked and broke a 0-0 tie with 15 minutes to play. You hold your hands up and you say, damn, well done.